Boom, shakalaka, what the people they want. Woman them a flex and the man them a chant. Got the 60s started time to come back. Drop for your bell bottom, black knit and frock. Boom, shakalaka, good boy. You tell them no.
All right, well, welcome everybody. This is episode 5 of Let's Talk Phys Ed. I am your host, Jason Steele, and with me as always is Tanner Rose. Tanner, how are you today?
I'm doing really well. Guess what? It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Tanner. We'll get to that a little bit later. We have a little surprise for you a little bit later for your birthday, so we will get to that part. And with us this evening for our 5th episode is the CEO of Shape America, Stephanie Morris. Stephanie, how are you tonight?
I'm great. It's so great to be here. Thank you so much, Jason and Tanner, for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to have you.
Yep, glad to have you. So we'll kind of get going right away on the questions on the show. I know it's a little late for you. We apologize about that.
Not at all, but yes, as a mom of 3, right about now, 10 p.m., I am definitely usually in bed. So
just finishing up watching Idol and
yeah.
Okay.
I'm running on some kind of adrenaline right now. I don't know.
Well,
so
hey,
who knows what will come out?
Phys Ed, so totally understandable.
Good, great.
So before you were the CEO of Shape America, can you tell us a little bit about what your background was, what you did, and what brought you to becoming the CEO?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. I was Deputy Executive Director at the National Association for the Education of Young Children, which is a membership association representing educators in the birth through age 8 space. And so the really great similarities of what I was doing then and what I'm doing now is that I was doing a lot of advocacy work around the importance of kids being able to move and the importance of unstructured play and opportunities to move, and the correlation between those kinds of opportunities and not just positive academic outcomes, but also social, emotional, learning and all of that really good stuff. And those were the pieces I was most passionate about and I really liked talking about. And there's this perfect carryover into what I get to do now as the CEO of Shape America and continuing to talk about the importance for all kids, not just our youngest learners, although that's still an important piece of it, but also in the K through 12 space, the importance of physical education, health education, skills-based health education, and all of those, how much it can transcend, how much it should transcend into a student's well-being and learning opportunities, and that it's really not just one course that a kid might experience, but it's building lifelong skills, it's building lifelong literacy opportunities in the physical space, in the physical education space, in the health education space. And so I will stop there, but I absolutely love it. It's been this really natural progression for me in so many ways, and I am really loving it.
All right. Were there one or two really big things that you wanted to accomplish in your first few years or in your time as CEO?
That's a great question. So I'm 6 months in, and I can honestly say that I've come into all of this with just a really open mind. My first goal was just to get to know the community and understand the unique challenges that our teachers face and what kids need most right now from our teachers, and how I can best how we as a national organization and as a coalition also of state organizations working to achieve the same mission, how we can all work together to better help and equip teachers. That was my first goal, to really understand that. And in the first 6 months, I've been traveling like crazy. I've been doing site visits and spending time with teachers in classrooms. And I feel really good that I won't say I've achieved it, but I've made progress against that goal. And from there, it's also just about getting to know our staff and really understanding what the possibilities are in terms of their skill sets and their ambitions and their goals. And here we go. I think we're in a really nice place as I look ahead to the next 6 months and my first year on the job for really thinking more concretely about what we might achieve. But that's really been my only goal, to be completely honest, coming into this.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
We know that Shape America has taken a stance and a concrete position on the whole dodgeball debate. But in your position, now we got to settle this once and for all, okay? If we were to have a recreational dodgeball competition, well, dodgeball game, who is going to be on your team? You get to pick one of us, Tanner or myself.
Oh, but there's no dodgeball. We have to use a different analogy because we
Correct.
are not.
Yeah,
right,
call it whatever.
This is backyard.
Yeah.
Some volleyball, maybe some. There's many sports we can talk about. And I can't. Wow! You threw me a curveball that I did not see coming in this whole interview process.
I have a rule in my house called roast as catch. Even my 3-year-old knows the rule.
Well, it is Tanner's birthday.
Yes.
Oh.
So, right? In my household, it was my daughter's birthday this week, and she gets everything first, as she's reminded us consistently. So I guess for that reason alone, I go with Tanner. But yeah.
This is starting to become a pattern.
Everybody picks me.
I swear that every time we ask a question like this, I know he's messaging people on the side before the show. And he's like, this question's going to come up. Let's crack Jason just a little bit. Every time. Like,
I'm not that smart.
I haven't won one of these yet. Okay? I haven't won one of these yet. So, okay. You know what? That's fine.
Maybe I'll message the next person and ask them to pick you.
Definitely not his birthday. And
Tanner, you win.
Whole different answer.
See, okay, you win by default. She just said it right there.
Yeah.
That if it wasn't your birthday, clearly it would be me. But
all right,
I
can accept that. I can accept that today. Now, as a master chef, I read that on your Twitter profile. What would you serve Jason and I if we came to your place for supper?
Well, my kids would tell you that I would serve chicken and rice because apparently they have this fundamental belief that all I serve is chicken and rice. I argue I can serve chicken a million different ways, and I'm quite skilled at it. I go from Instapot to crockpot, grilling to sauteing. But what would I actually serve you? Well, I have to say I usually go with the no-fail recipes in my mind when I have company over, so I'm not nervous about it. And that would probably be a really nice marinated lamb chop in a sort of Dijon mint marinade that I like to make from scratch. Grilled, medium rare perhaps, maybe closer to medium. Maybe a side of vegetables because we've got to get our vegetables in. Maybe a little carb, potato or
that sounds delicious.
That's awesome. But, okay, the chicken and rice, though, is it like the sticky chicken and rice?
I vary it. I mean, honestly, it's so funny to me because they're like, seriously, Mom, you're serving us chicken and rice again? And I'm like, this is a totally different dish from what I served you 2-3 nights ago when, yes, it was also chicken and rice, but totally different.
Totally.
I understand the criticism, but they've let me know that we are on hiatus from chicken and rice for a while. So
okay. Yeah. So I know you were at Central District Shape. Tanner and I were both there. I think our paths crossed. I think we met, maybe shook hands real quick, but we didn't really get a chance to talk. So we know you were there, and we kind of saw on Twitter that you had kind of made your rounds through the district conventions. You kind of bounced from convention to convention after that. Is there one that really kind of sticks out in your mind that you really had fun with, other than meeting the two of us?
Absolutely. Well, I have to say that's a little bit loaded because I've only been to 2 actual districts. Nobody
watches the show, okay?
Yeah.
You can answer it however
you know. This is going to be the one time when everyone from Eastern District watches, and I'm like going to get lots of blowback if I don't, mind my answer very carefully. Yep. So I will say I've attended 2. I get to attend my 3rd in June in Boise, Idaho. I'm going to Western District. I'm also coming back to Central District. I'm doing a site visit in Wyoming in Jackson Hole with Kim Hunt. in mid-June, which I'm very excited about. So, okay, all of that said, I have to say this. Central was my first, and I was like very new into everything and still very wide-eyed and, oh my gosh, this is also new and so crazy and so many new people and so many new initiatives and really trying to wrap my head around standards and all of that good stuff. And I land in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I show up and I just got accosted in the best of ways, by members in a community who were so dedicated and all in. And I remember getting hugs, like walking into the hotel to check in. And I was like, whoa, which is really kind of funny because I got to say, early childhood people, they like to say we hug. We are huggers. And so I was very familiar with that community of passionate educators who are just warm and they just embrace you and bring you in. And that was exactly what I experienced at Central District. And it was awesome. I just have to say it was the best introduction I could have had to a district community and to understanding the pride and the community that can take place within a district and what that looks like and how meaningful it is to members of that district. And yes, I cannot say it was my favorite. I don't have a favorite. I don't have favorites, but I am so happy that was the experience.
Well, we were very happy to have you there.
Thank you. Because I was actually given a hug when I walked into the hotel at Central District too, but kind of caught me off guard. I went to shake hands and he hugged. So
there you go.
Tanner's a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
We are an education community of huggers, I think. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, is there any chance that you have ordered your shirt from iTweet PE yet? And if you don't know what that is, Jason, why don't you tell her?
I am sure I have. I'm sure I should track it on my phone to see if it's on its way to me.
Now you're busted because I get a notification every time somebody orders one.
Oh, I'm on it. Let me just say, I'm putting a note to self right now I'm on it. Yeah.
Hey, and for all of our 7 listeners who are our viewers, iTweet PE is a pretty awesome thing that Jason's going to tell you about right now.
Wow. So iTweet PE is just a little, I call it the iTweet PE project. It's very similar to Andy Milne's Send a Teacher project, in which you can go on and you can buy t-shirts. I'm hoping soon that there are long sleeves and polos and hoodies and all different types of shirts that you can get as well. And all of the proceeds go to buy equipment for somebody who, maybe suffered some sort of a loss, like a natural disaster of some kind, like a tornado or flood or something. And so just a little plug there. Thanks, Tanner.
That's awesome. I am so glad to know about iTweet PE. I would love to buy a t-shirt, and I honestly think that is really cool. And I love that about our community, that we are so quick to look out for those who need extra help and need resources and need anything. That's really great.
Yep. Hopefully it takes off a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit silly again, because that's, like I've said before in some of the episodes, I ask the silly questions. Tanner usually asks the serious ones. If the 3 of us were Disney characters, who would we be?
That's a good one. I just finished watching Mulan with my daughter last night. We were having a little bit of a girls' night. I had not seen that one before. So that's kind of fresh in my mind. Disney characters, and who would we be, the 3 of us? That one is trickier than it should be because there's just so many choices. All right. So one of my favorite recent Disney movies actually is Moana.
Very good.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with, what's the big hunk's name? Dwayne
Wait a minute. Did you say big hunk?
No, I think that's me, right?
More likely it's going to end up being Tanner.
I was so going with, well, it's Tanner's birthday, so we got to come back to that. He's a little egotistical and make some foolish decisions, so let's be careful that he wants to be him.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a great movie. Moana, and also written by Lin-Manuel. So, I mean, hello, there's that. Huge fan.
I didn't know he did that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And so yes, I would have to go with casting us somewhere in Moana. And there's, all kinds of characters from obviously Moana to the grandmother who's so wise and guides Moana. There's the evil demon Volcano, which none of us are, to be clear. None of us are.
I was waiting. So, Jason, you're going to be the evil volcano, and Tanner, you're going to be the super big hunk. Cheers.
Yeah. Oh, there's also her companion Zazu, I think, or yes. So there's
Is that the chicken?
The chicken.
See there's Tanner right there.
Yeah, the fine line I'm walking right now, but yeah, I think
I told you.
And it's everyone, the community comes together and they are with her and fighting together for restoration, for stronger growth of their community. I think this applies on so many levels.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How about, can you tell me anything about like the American Heart Association and Shape America and the kind of their discussions they've been having, or anything you've learned during this process of the discussions?
Yeah, what a great question, because I know it's on so many people's minds right now. So I really appreciate that you're asking me that. I will only, in terms of where we're at, I can just share that we really remain committed to wanting to find a path forward with the American Heart Association. I mean, these programs are 40 years old next year. That's incredible. That kind of investment and that kind of success does not happen very often, as so many of us know. And these programs have really impacted so many kids in terms of educating them about heart health and yes. And the teachers, I mean, the teachers I have met who participate in these programs are so passionate and dedicated about them and the good that they do. And so I know that I speak for all of our community when I say we're really hopeful to find the right path forward to rebuild a partnership that allows the programs to grow and flourish and continue on so many levels. And what I will also say is that over especially the past 2 weeks, to be honest, I've had the opportunity to have a lot of one-on-one phone calls with our state leaders, and our president, Judy LoBianco, has joined me on those. And it is this whole process where we're trying to decide what this partnership looks like as we move forward, has really allowed for this, has forced it in many ways, but in the best of ways, this opportunity for us to connect with the states. And that connection and our recognition that we share so many priorities. We all share a commitment to these programs, but we also agree on the fundamentals of what makes for a really healthy, strong, good partnership. That recognition is something that I just celebrate and I'm so excited about, because it makes me think not just about these programs, which is really important and a really good thing, but it makes me think about the future beyond all of it, for what this looks like as we do more with the states in terms of fostering membership, in terms of engaging other teachers within our community who have not been members either at the state affiliate level or at the national level. And that is just really exciting to me, because I think if there's one thing we all agree on, it's that we're really at the tip of so much more that we can and should be doing to empower teachers, to make them stronger advocates for what high quality PE and skills-based health education looks like in our schools. And we are definitely in this moment where I see the possibility for us doing so much more together to advance all of that.
Awesome. Excellent. So again, like I said, Tanner does all the serious ones, and I'm going to go with another goofy one. We're getting towards the end here. Everybody knows now at this point that it's Tanner's birthday and he's gotten everything that he wanted today. And it's like, oh boy, how old are you again, Tanner?
37.
37. Okay. Well, on Twitter, I wished him a happy 45th birthday, but I overshot the mark a little bit on that one. So, so Stephanie, you and I are going to sing him happy birthday. And while we sing him happy birthday, I believe that there's a little surprise for him in his living room. I believe there's a present hidden somewhere. We got together, Stephanie and I, and got you a little something. Okay, it's in your living room. I think it's under the couch. I don't know why I hid it if I was going to tell you where it was, but that's where it is. So if you want to go get that while we sing happy birthday here. All right, Stephanie, you ready?
Leave us off, Jason.
All right. A
right.
1 and a 2 and a 3. Happy birthday
to
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear Tanner.
Happy birthday to you. That is harder than it looks.
Because that whole coordination through video was a little challenging. I hope you appreciate how much we tried to make that work for you.
I love that. I can't wait to watch this on
singing lessons.
All right, let's see what you got me. Oh, Jason, just about you knew I would want a Chicago Cubs Lego set.
That is the only thing Chicago Cubs that I will or have ever bought. So
thank you, Stephanie and Jason.
You are welcome.
You are so welcome. Mostly for the part where we really tried to make that happy birthday song work. But
a lot harder than it works,
wonderful.
than it looks. Absolutely. So this is kind of the part of the show. This is the end. Stephanie, you made it. You made it through. Okay, nothing to be nervous about. Just a couple goofy guys talking phys ed and maybe a little bit more. So Stephanie Morris, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Until next time, I'm Jason Steele.
Tanner Rose.
Hi, everybody. Stephanie Morris. Nice to see everybody.